All right, we're all good. We're set for this week's update. Thinking that these will be definitely a lot more chill, more relaxed now that I'm definitely doing ASI. These videos will be more just how things are going, kind of each week kind of review how the progress is. Speaking of progress, don't believe I mentioned this in the video, but I started another monk mode. The problem is though this time I wrote like, oh, I'm starting a monk mode, but it's really not. I just had like non-negotiables every day, but it's not like as strict. Um, I'm not sure that's a good idea, making it not as strict, because then you don't do them if it's not as strict. So this is kind of what it looks like here. Kind of see. Um, so yeah, I'm just starting out pretty much. Ooh, forgot. Pretty much wrote down on that one side different things I got to do each day, and then in color, like green is like if I completed it, the purple is if I partially completed it, and left blank means I didn't do it. So working away. Cross, this is what I did is from when I started, which was like the 23rd of June to the 25th of July, 24th of July, because that's when we're going on a vacation in Michigan. So kind of like my monk mode. It definitely has helped to get back on track. I definitely not falling into a slump anymore. So this is good. The things on here are no digital entertainment, solid, no sugar, 150 grams of protein per day. This is a new one for me, but I really need to be like, if I'm gonna be working out, which I do, then I need to be like getting good fuel. Do my physical therapy 4 times per day, because that's really what I got to do to help get my knee back in shape. 1 journal entry a day, which is usually related to ASI, because I'm writing down plans and stuff in there. 2 hours of ASI a day, so that could be anything from recording, scripting, just planning, thinking of different things. 2 hours, which is really not that long of a time. Lift 5 times a week, so that's, you want to take creatine. Not that it was like a hard thing to do, but I kept forgetting, and it's important. Read for 1 hour. This is one I struggle with, because you're like, reading is never important, so you keep pushing off to the end of the day, and then you're tired, and you're not going to read for an hour when you're ready to go to bed. So that one's been kind of difficult. Wake up by 7 a.m. This is waking up early consistently is something I definitely need to get down over the summer, because I'm thinking about, I just did my visualization video. I'm thinking about, visualizing the life I want. I want to be able to wake up early every morning, like really early. So starting out with 7, it's been hard, because you got to like wake up early and have something you need to do in the morning. It's easy if it's a busy day and you don't have any other time, but like today, I was going to wake up earlier, do some stuff, then lift, but I had no plans after that. So I'm just like, oh, I'll do it after my lift. And sure enough, that's what happened. I slept until like almost 8, I think. So, I was supposed to make this video this morning. Also, just normally make it in the morning because, before people wake up. But as you can see, my door is open and the whole fam is gone. Parents are in Vermont. Sister is visiting some friends at Worcester. So, whole weekend to myself here. The last 2 things is plan the next day. So, plan the next day the night before. Been doing that. Don't really need to have that on there, but it's good. And this is one I just added yesterday to kind of face my fears, I guess, which is talk with, one person every day. With one new person every day. So get a little out of your comfort zone and stuff, and work on those skills. So far I've been going pretty good, but I didn't really make it as strict. So I am missing a lot of things. Like I haven't been reading my 1 hour. I've been having sugar and just not like watching stuff hardcore, but just stuff happens and I'm not as strict. So probably need to lock in a little bit more on that. Another kind of like cool thing I was doing, I was actually waiting for Zane to pick me up to go lift, because I'm technically not supposed to drive right now, which is buns. So anyway, while I'm waiting for him, he was running behind. I was using AI, which probably one I should put on there, but I don't know. I like use AI every day. I tell people you should use it at least once a day, because it's awesome. So what I was doing is pretty much calculating how much. Oh shoot, that scared me. My cat just came out of nowhere. Oh. Yeah, the old cat. That's the one thing I forgot about with open doors. Cat has a mind of its own these days. Oh. Anyway. What was I? Oh yeah, I was calculating ChatGPT how much a pound of muscle is actually like worth, like money wise. For like, I did it like in general, because there's a lot of generalities, but I'm also gonna finish it with. There she goes. Finish it with like my personal stuff. So like there's how much your gym membership cost. There's drive time there and back. There's how much food costs, especially if you're trying to get bigger and need more calories. Protein costs money. It's also another thing. There's time. I could be working in that time. And making money instead of going lifting, so all those sort of things, and trying to figure out how much it actually costs to get 1 pound of muscle. As also like an intermediate lifter, like a newbie lifter, you can gain a lot pretty quickly, but like as someone who's like been in it a while, it takes a little bit longer. So just trying to see what these bad boys are worth. I don't know, it's kind of a fun thing to do, but that's about it for this week. Trying to think. Applied for a job at Ovation. Hopefully, can get that. Learn some skills. Gonna meet with Steven sometime, Dad's racquetball friend, because he's a big sales guy. So talk to him, see kind of just if I'm interested in sales and what he really does and stuff. And thinking about, I heard in a podcast, Dan Martell, about using ChatGPT to make yourself like a 12-week course. And that makes so much sense to me. I don't know why, why would you go buy someone else's course? Like, just use AI, which uses like common knowledge and a bunch of combination of stuff. It's probably just as good, if not better, than, buying someone's course for the thing you want to learn. So a 12-week course that we was talking about was something that, you want, like a skill you want to learn. So I was thinking about asking it to make me a 12-week course, getting over my fear of, like rejection because of like sales and stuff like that, and like how to begin to sell my product, or, like the website things. So that's in the works. Probably going to work on that a little bit today. But I also have a lot of editing to do. I got to edit this video a little bit. That'll take long, so like 5 minutes, because these are just fun little updates, and then got to edit and post an ASI video. So that's a little bit more work. So with that, see you next week.